Okay, well, we're gonna go fish tomorrow.
Are you? Is Subasa there?
Yes, he is. He's filming me right now and recording your voice.
Right on.
There's the satisfaction of going and catching food, you know.
You fish, you drink, you have a lot of jokes.
A lot of exposure to nature, which I really like, no matter the type that you're doing. You know, I like going out on a boat. I like steelhead fishing, and any type of fishing that you do, you're inevitably going to be, you know, in nature in some capacity. So I really like that part.
Probably when I was 5. My dad took me out of Santa Cruz and we fished local points out there.
Good morning. A little brisk this morning. Oh my God.
We would fish all over the place. Mostly weekends we'd go out and fish. My name is David Bradford. I've been living in Santa Cruz for the last 40 years and fishing for the last 27 years in Monterey Bay. The earliest memory I can remember was we went out to Alviso and we were fishing for sturgeon, and I caught a 43-pound striper when I was 10. So that's what really started my fishing career right there. Boy, back then we were just winging it. My dad was just getting into the saltwater fishing himself. So mostly I learned it on my own and through friends. So it was that way. My uncle was a fisherman on the San Francisco Bay, and he was a commercial guy. So I learned a lot from him too. His name was Bud. I grew up in Campbell, California, and that's where we lived for, I would say, till I was about 16 years old. And then we moved to Morgan Hill, which is not far away. And when I got to be about 23, I moved to Santa Cruz, and I surfed my brains out. And then Once I blew my shoulders out at 54, I bought a boat and I started fishing Santa Cruz harshly. The big cheese, when I brought it home, my kids were looking at it and they kept saying it looked like a big piece of cheese. So we named the boat the Big Cheese. I've had the Big Cheese since 2003. I had a lure boat that was 18-foot 6 Scout, and I needed something a little bigger to carry all my friends because they wanted to go fishing, and so I got the Big Cheese, and it's my best friend. It keeps me out of trouble, or it can get me into trouble. One or the other with my wife. Yeah, it's just good memories all the time with good friends. It's you know, it's my life. making sure the weather is right and keeping everybody safe out there. That's my priority, is keeping people safe and not getting hurt, falling overboard, gapping themselves and all that. When we're hot and heavy into the albacore, it could be dangerous real quick. I've almost fallen overboard with albacore. Saltwater, we have, like to say, the salmon, the rock cod. We have albacore that come through. We even had billfish that were out here. Lots of tuna, different tuna. We got the bluefin. We haven't had any yellowfin up this way, but we had some big eyes that we fished for out of Fort Bragg. So it's we've got good fishing here. We went up to Anya, Nueva, fishing for lingcod up there, and my buddy was on one side and I was on the other side. And a great white came up out of 80 feet of water. It had to be 22 feet or bigger because my boat's 22 feet. It circled above, but what was amazing, it was as big around as my boat. So my boat's got an 8.5-foot beam on it, so that thing was at least 8 foot around. It just swam around and went down. It was, yeah, an eye-opener. We caught 39 albacore one day, me and my buddy. And we were out 103 miles. And we got them. We were out past the guide with all the commercial fleet. So that's my best recollection of that. I do know how to fish for most of the species of fish in Santa Cruz Bay or in Monterey Bay. So, I don't know. It's just, you just acquire how to fish Santa Cruz with all the guys out there. I don't know what else to say about that. This is Sea Cortez. That's a bull dorado that my brother got. Now it's the biggest we've had on the boat. This one here is 53 pounds. I go to Mexico once a year for usually 6 weeks and fish down there, and the people are really cool. The town has grown tremendously since I've been going down there. I've been going down there for 26 years. And it's just awesome. It's a fishery that's just, it's off the charts. When I show up, they all say Queso Grando's in town again. People are really friendly down there. They're cool. We've been going down there so many years that they do know me, most of the people down there. When we caught a 500-pound marlin, it's one of the better memories. It took us 3.5 hours to get it in. We got it on a spinning outfit. That it was pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, most of my exposure to saltwater fishing has been with Dave, for sure. He's kind of shown me the ropes and everything, and I'd say 90% of the time I go fishing is with him anyways.
The camaraderie with all my friends and being on the boat. Fishing alone is not fun. I like to have competition with other friends, and I've met a lot of new friends just by having the boat, like you. Whole different world, whole different ballpark. We have salmon here. They're a whole different species than anything down in the Sea of Cortez. The Sea of Cortez has just a lot more fish than Santa Cruz, and the variety is just unreal, I should say. And they pull harder. They're hard fighting fish down in Mexico. As Jacques Cousteau said, it's the fish bowl of the world. Conservation. Making sure you take care of the bay. Making sure you take care of the fish, especially when you bring your fish home, clean them up, get them going. Don't waste fish. That's a big no-no. You know, take care of your catch and take care of the bay. Pull the trash out of the bay. If you see something, pull it out. Out in the bay here is just unreal. I don't think there's any place in the world like Santa Cruz or Monterey Bay. We have everything. We've got orcas, whales, dolphins. We've seen dolphins out there, 10-mile stretch we can go through and they're still with us. So there's a lot of life in Monterey Bay. It's worth coming and seeing. Dream fishing trip to take. I like to go to New Zealand and the Amazon. I'd like to float down the Amazon and fly fish for peacock bass and all the other fish that they have in the Amazon. And my next bucket list would be go to New Zealand and fish New Zealand. I think that'd be a kick in the butt. Because I heard they stole all our trout and they put them over there and the trout are bigger. So I gotta go check them out. When the reel goes off, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's the chase. Whoever gets it first, and usually I can slide in pretty quick and get that reel before anybody else, and we're on. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The ocean, you gotta respect it. I love it, and it's my recreational playground. I don't think I could ever move away from the ocean wherever I move next. It's gotta be water. I'm a Pisces.